All right, folks, buckle up. You're about to witness what happens when glittery birthday dreams meet cold courtroom reality. Is it a custody clash or just a really expensive cake fight? Let's dive in.
All rise. Judge Judy Court is now in session. Case number JVB 1013, case of the Jacksons.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Ms. Jackson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court.
I did.
Okay, what's going on?
So James and I split about a couple of years ago, and it's been pretty good. We've been splitting costs for our girl, but her last birthday was, she was 8 years old, and we had a great party. I planned it. It's been a lot of time, and it was about $1,500.
How, 8 years old?
Yes. Well, okay, she really likes, you know, ice skating, so we rented out the ice skating rink, and then Tara Lipinski came and did a little routine for the girls. It was a lot of fun. But anyways, it did cost something, and James just refused to pay it.
Whose idea was it? Wait. How much was the birthday party?
Let's pause here. In legal terms, this is a classic case of implied consent versus unilateral decision-making. Translation: she planned a party, assumed financial agreement, but without actual agreement. And that's where the legal ice starts to crack.
$1,500.
Whose idea was it to have that expensive birthday party?
Well, Tierney brought up the whole inspiration for it. So I just kind of, you know, looked at what past birthday parties we had gone to, kind of the expectation was set at a certain level, and yeah, so I did ask James for certain input, and he did not give that, so I just took that as I have to parent up. So
So you want him to pay child support now?
Yes, I think this is kind of setting it's changing up the dynamics a little bit, that he wouldn't even pay for a little bit of her birthday party. So she's getting into ballet. There's recitals coming up. There are other things coming up, and I'm just nervous that she's gonna see that imbalance in our relationship, and it's gonna cost something.
But you're creating the imbalance. $1,500
Yeah.
for an 8-year-old birthday party?
That's not.
Whoa, did you feel that? That's not just a judge talking, that's a full-on reality check. When the gavel hits harder than a passive-aggressive group chat text, you know it's getting real.
That doesn't sound, it sounds bad when you say it out of the context, but that's normal.
No, within the context, that is ridiculous.
That is normal.
No, it's not normal.
Susie had a birthday party that cost $2,000,
so you're trying to keep up with Susie?
Well, I didn't do $2,000. I could have done $2,000, and I think I kept it at a reasonable cost. She got to meet Tara.
Pause. Can you speak some reason to me?
I would love to try, Your Honor. I am more than happy to help our daughter celebrate and live her life, but there comes a point where it's just, you know, it's frivolous, it's opulent.
I agree.
You know, I would have been fine going halfway down the middle of just like paying to have some kids to the skating rink, but we did not need Tara Lipinski there. I thought that you were joking when you said that, which is why I didn't respond.
I do not joke. And you know how...
Excuse me. Last time I checked, I was the judge. So I would like for the two of you to address me.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry.
You're welcome. You did not need Tara there.
Tierney really wanted her, though.
Yeah, but Tierney is not paying $1,500.
Hey, quick question for you watching at home. If your ex dropped $1,500 on a party without asking, would you chip in or check out? Sound off in the comments. I need to know if we're team budget or team baller.
Is she? No, and it's absolutely ridiculous that you have the expectation of him to pay that when it was your idea. That is ridiculous. And you came to court today to ask me to do what exactly?
I just want in the future to make sure that there is a balance in our relationship.
I'm gonna ask you again. What is it that you came to court to ask me to do?
I would like him to pay child support.
Well, I would like for you to not spend $1,500 on a birthday party. The 9-year-old, when she turns 9, no $1,500. When she turns 10,
Thank you.
no $1,500. I mean, that is absurd. And then you want him to pay you child support because he did not want to go in with you with this ridiculous amount of money you spent on a birthday party? Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I'm not gonna have him pay child support based on that, and you guys have been sharing custody. So I'm assuming when the child is with you,
And here's the core legal lesson. Child support isn't a reimbursement plan for party planning gone wild. It's structured, needs-based, and court-approved. Not a refund button for every parental decision one-sidedly made.
you cover the
Of course.
expenses for the child, right?
And it's usually really amicable. It usually works really well, but
Well, it
Lynn
sounds like she
sometimes-
probably put herself in the hole with that $1,500 birthday party and is trying to recoup some of the money from it
I
because
am
you were
more than
trying to keep up with Susie paying $2,000, which is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to do it. And I cannot believe you actually filed this in court and asked me to do it for those grounds. Yeah.
I see that there's no weird issue with this thing. Okay.
Well-
it's just, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to step in and help our daughter pursue her interests. If she wants to do ballet, sure. but-
Ballet makes sense. Ballet is an activity.
Right.
If she chooses to do ballet in school, I mean, it's an educational activity as well. But I am not going to order anybody pay child support based on a $1,500 birthday party. And you guys share custody. Who pays health insurance?
We both do.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing you guys should be doing. Maintain your own individual health insurance, but no, he is not going to pay child support for that reason. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there anything further?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. Is there anything further from you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. If there's nothing further, you both are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And just like that, case closed. But what do you think? Is the judge right to shut this down? Or should there be more leeway in parenting expenses? Drop your verdict below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more courtroom chaos and common sense breakdowns.